AITAH for telling my wife to move on from missing our daughter's wedding? My wife, 53F, and I, 55M, have 3 kids, Brett, 27M, Amy, 25F, and Lynn, 24F. I love all my children in their own way, but no one has ever been as much of a handful as Lynn. She's our wild child. She got her college degree at 16, started working and saving up, and moved to Louisiana as soon as she turned 18. Since then, she's earned more degrees and built a nice life for herself. I'm proud of her, of course, but she's always been fiercely independent, argumentative, and incredibly smart. She's also the most social of our kids. Lynn is covered in tattoos and piercings and always has some kind of funky hair. I love her, and I'm proud of who she is, but she's never been a traditional kind of person. When she moved to Louisiana, she met her now husband, Brad, 27M. Brad is a lot like Lynn, he's got tattoos, piercings, and a non-traditional style. He's a good guy, though, and he's always protected Lynn and stood by her through everything. I respect him a lot for that and even love him for how he's taken care of my daughter. Lynn is actually the first of our kids to get married, so when she and Brad announced their engagement, my wife was over the moon. She immediately started talking about wedding plans and all the traditional stuff that comes with it. But Lynn and Brad made it very clear from the start that they didn't want a wedding. They just wanted a small party with family and close friends to celebrate. My wife wasn't happy about that and kept pushing Lynn to plan a full wedding. Eventually, Lynn reluctantly agreed. Not even a week into the planning, Lynn and my wife got into a fight over flower arrangements. Lynn ended up flying back to Louisiana and later announced that she and Brad had eloped. They said they'd be having a small, intimate get-together in New Orleans around Halloween instead. My wife was heartbroken. She's been crying every time the subject comes up, saying she missed out on her little girl's special day. After weeks of this, I finally snapped and told her, "Why are you even surprised? Lynn never wanted a big wedding in the first place. She's our least traditional child. Just be happy we even got an engagement announcement. Save your excitement for Brett or Amy, they're the ones who'll actually enjoy all that wedding stuff." Now my wife is mad at me, calling me all sorts of names and avoiding me. I don't think I'm in the wrong here. Lynn is the last person I'd expect to want a big, fancy wedding. That child has always done her own thing, and honestly, it felt wrong for my wife to force her into a wedding she didn't even want. So, am I the asshole here? Should I roll over and apologize to my wife, or keep sticking up for Lynn in this whole mess?